FROGMAN ART, the curriculum. These lessons are based on elements and principles of art, drawing, and the AP College Board guidelines. They were developed for the high school art department, District 145, Freeport, Illinois, home of the Pretzels, with art instructors John Shepard and Ramon J. Castro. Our goal is to present a modified art curriculum for stay-at-home education students of all ages during this time of disruption. I am the ward for the students under my tutelage. They are my responsibility and under my care. In preparing this curriculum, I have considered the disruption in our way of life, the added expectations within the family, my family with grandkids, our young, our mental health, the challenged student, the bored teen, the saddened high school senior, the angry college graduate, the housed grandparent, the unemployed wage earner. I know war. As a 3-time Vietnam combat veteran, as a frogman, riverboat sniper, deep-sea hard hat diver, and dolphin trainer. So yes, I know your pain. Today, we are all veterans, learning sacrifice, isolation, holding the line, showing strong face for the home front, seeing and knowing those who have passed, hiding our fears in bravado, being deployed like some of our first responders, our first-line troops who can't go home. This is where I'm coming from with these modified lessons. My homework includes exercises for the lesson, the body, the mind, family, friends, and our earth, to learn compassion and humility. The lessons John and I have developed are for your interest, your education, and personal growth. This crisis has made us all veterans. I hope these lessons make your day easier in these difficult times. Our audience includes these modeled art lessons for the state of Illinois Department of Art Education. They're dedicated to my grandkids, Leo, Joyce, Jack, and Max, and their contribution to my green brothers and their families of Spec War. Our lesson lineup, usually we have guests, tell us who to mention. We talk about the equipment we're going to need, the lessons, the techniques, vocabulary, usually new words, and an artist, someone who makes art using today's lesson. Again, our homework includes practice, exercises, good deeds for family, and our earth. Don't forget, wash your hands, wear a mask, call your mother, stay safe, look after your brothers and sisters. Comments and critiques are welcome. You can reach me at jbabyfrogman40@gmail.com. Follow us on YouTube. This is our 4th lesson. The first lesson we talked about how to set up a studio. Our vocabulary words were pencil lead, H for hard, B for soft, and surface texture of paper called tooth. Our second lesson was on line. We talked about line type, the weight, the angle, the crosshatch, the stipple. Today we're going to talk about contour and gesture. Lesson 3, we talked about shape, the circle, the square, and a triangle. The line and the shape are elements of art. We'll talk more about line, shape, form, space, texture, value, and color, the elements of art. Contour line. Ever have someone say, Hey, see the horse in those clouds? Nah, just gray stuff. Imagination and learning how to visually see is a learned skill. Is there a trick, a method, a skill, or practice that I can do to improve my visual sight? Yes. We use 2 drawing drills for our visual coordination. If you sat in on John's class or mine and looked on as an observer or evaluating us for tenure, if you watched how our classes began, watched the daily routine, you'd see our students come in, grab a sheet of recycled business or library printing paper, and draw their hand without looking at the paper. Yes, their hand. They were doing their daily warm-up drill, learning how to look. They were doing a contour line drawing, a blind drawing. They're building visual coordination, a drill strengthening what you see, what your mind is telling you that you see. We use this as a daily warm-up drawing drill. The eye looks at the subject, say your hand, and continues looking at the outer and inner edges, while on paper, the line moves along the same path the eye is looking at. Not looking at the paper, thus blind drawing. You can reposition your line and continue, but your eyes should not look at the moving line to be successful. Don't expect your drawing to look anything like your hand. It is one of the drills in our curriculum from the AP Art. You can all see, but how do you learn how to look? Contour line drawing is one of those drills to improve this ability. We're going to need an ebony pencil, eraser, drawing board, and your hand. Vocabulary today would be contour line. Contour line is a single line drawing along the outer and inner edges of the subject. Our artists will be Leonardo da Vinci, his self-portraits. For homework, 4 contour line drawings. For exercise, 20 push-ups, 25 sit-ups. Your earth deed today is to walk around the block, pick up trash, wear gloves and a mask. Contour line. Your eyes are going to start looking at the hand on the outer edges and inner edges. You're going to continue on the outer edge, around the outside, to the interior, down, following along, inner lines, around the finger, the sections. This is the traveling line your eye should be doing. Meanwhile, your pencil is moving on the paper. You're not going to be looking at your drawing, so of course, it's not going to look like your hand. We'll try one. Can I look? If you are going to look, your pencil has to stop. You can reposition your line and continue. As long as that pencil's moving, your eyes tracing your hand, you're not looking at the paper. That's it. That's my hand, huh? Okay. Contour line, tracing the outer edges and inner. We're developing coordination between the eye, the mind, and the drawing pencil. Let's try glass. Here's my glass. Contour line. Our guests for today are my neighbor, Brianna, who doesn't have any brothers and sisters, and sometimes is very bored. I hope these lessons will make her feel a little better. Next, we're going to go to a gesture drawing. So next time we meet, we'll talk about gesture drawing. Homework today, I want you to do 4 contour line drawings. It could be your hand, it could be different objects around the house. See you next time.